thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well on this Thursday evening. And yes, we are back for another live show, an extra bonus live show tonight, as we cover some more transfer news. It's been a busy day, hasn't it? And there's so much to get through. And yeah, lots of updates to update you guys with. So yeah, we're going to try and do this every week if we can, but depending on how much news we get, obviously I'm going to mix the videos and the live shows together, guys. So I do appreciate that some people like the live shows, some people like the videos, but I think it is nice to have a bit of a mix of both in there. But yeah, I hope you're all doing well. And we are here, like I said, to discuss the recent signings. So big up to everyone that's inside. Make sure you smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as we go along on everything as well. Charlie's in the building. He says, evening, Ryan. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you, Charlie. How are you? And good to see you, mate. And evening to Michael as well, who says, evening, Ryan. Hope you're okay. Big up to you, Michael. How are you doing as well? Hopefully you're doing all right. But yeah, I mean, we're going to get straight into it without further ado. Yeah, I mean, this is the inevitable kind of exit kind of the player that's kind of left. Middlesbrough have agreed a deal to sign Leo Castledine. As you can see from Fabrizio Romano, obviously it says Middlesbrough agreed deal to sign Leo Castledine from Chelsea on a permanent move. Here we go. Chelsea have accepted permanent deal proposal with important sell-on clause included, all agreed with Middlesbrough medical to follow soon. That was this afternoon. I mean, I've kind of already shared my thoughts on, you know what I mean, what I've made, what I kind of thought about the Leo situation. Look, I'm gutted for it to have lost him, but I think it was inevitable ultimately. I kind of resigned myself to losing him because I just felt like, you know, there were so many clubs circling this guy in the Championship, and I just thought, no, I don't think we're going to be able to keep hold of Leo. And, you know, ultimately it's ended up kind of ending how I expected it to end. And look, he's gutting. I think this is the price you pay when you are a League One club, because ultimately the money was never the problem. £1 million for this guy. £1 million, what a bargain. Yeah. If we would have been in the Championship, then we would have been able to sign this guy. But because we're in League One, we ain't got a chance to keep, we didn't have a chance to keep him really once other clubs higher up were sniffing around. And Chelsea, to be fair though, I did say this in the Discord earlier on, I feel like Chelsea could have easily said, we don't want to sell him yet. We want to just keep him at Huddersfield and keep him for the season there. So will we see kind of a breakdown in relationship with Chelsea moving forward now because of this? Because Chelsea don't need the £1 million in all due respects. I'm sure they can live without the £1 million. So, but yeah, he's gone. He's going to be a big miss. He's a big hole to fill in that team now. You know what I mean? He was scoring every week. He was he was just constantly involved in every goal that we were scoring, even if he didn't score. So it is a shame. I am gutted, but yeah, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it, can we? Really? So that's the first bit of news that I've got for you guys. Obviously, you guys know, but I mean, yeah. So I was resigned to losing him, and here we are. He's gone. Let's go back into the chat. Cameron Humphries is a terrier. Don't tell me we've signed another player, guys, whilst I've just gone live. No way. So that's another thing that we need to discuss. Unless, right, well, I will have to kind of, yeah, it's been confirmed. So, right, okay then. Wow, that's so annoying. I can't keep up, guys, with all these transfer news. It's so busy. What the heck? I mean, I probably will have to do a separate video on this as well because that's a content idea for tomorrow. Because yeah, I'll still mention it tonight, but I'll have to do a video on it still for the viewers out there. Adam says hello to you. Adam, guess what? My ring light came and it's here, so I am a little bit bright. I don't know if anybody can actually recognize. I don't know if it's on the right setting at the moment. Hopefully, it's not too bright for you guys. But yeah, I've got the ring light arrived yesterday, so this is my first time using it. So Adam, let me know what you make of this ring light. Is it all right? Hello to you, Aiden. Aiden's in the chat. Big up to you. He says, hope you're okay. Big up. So you hope you're doing well too. Never fall in love with a lone player. Yeah, that's what the saying goes, doesn't it? And that's the problem with lone players is, you know what I mean? You're not in full control, are you, of what happens? Like, you know, and really, it was foolish for us not to. We shouldn't have had that. We shouldn't have allowed Chelsea to say they can have a recall clause in the contract. We should have said no. If he's coming to us, he's staying for the season, regardless. That's what we should have done. Of course, common sense and logic never happens at this football club, so it doesn't surprise me that they didn't bother doing so. That makes me negative, though, of course. But anyway, Wayne says, hello, Ryan. Cameron Humphries signed for town. Yeah, I've just seen that, Wayne, before I went on live. So, you know, I can't keep up. And yeah, Aiden, big up to you. Yeah, make sure you do smash that like button for me if you're here right now. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And don't forget, you can join you can become a member of the channel by clicking the join button down below from 99p. And you do get some Huddersfield Town emotes that you can post in the chat during live shows and videos that I do. So that normal videos I do pre-recorded. So yeah, if you do want to extra support the channel, but by you being here right now and dropping up that like button and subscribing is more than enough, of course. But any extra support, I really appreciate. And also, you can actually hype the video as well, which is a new thing that I didn't know about until I think it was 2 days ago now. I realized it. You can hype the video where, yeah, basically it just gives you points. It's free. Everyone gets points each day. I don't really know how it works, and then you just give them to your favorite creators on YouTube. And there's like a leaderboard, and the higher the more points you accumulate, the higher up the leaderboard you get. So yeah, it's another new thing that I'm kind of getting used to. Let's have a look. But yeah, big up to you for always being here, Aiden. You're promoting the channel as well all the time. Big up to you. Jack says, shall I make a thumbnail now? Oh, yes. By the way, yeah, guys, go and give this guy a follow on Instagram. He does fantastic graphics. He's a very, obviously, new up-and-coming graphic designer. But I've seen the growth of this guy from when we started speaking to now. And yeah, he's really has worked on his graphics, and he's a lot better at what he does now. And, you know, So yeah, big up to him. Um, go. I mean, you can put your link in the description. You can put your social media link down below, Jack, if you want, Instagram, or I can just tell the people where they can find you. It's Jack's Graphics 17 on Insta. So do go and show him some support, guys. And yeah, anyway, I've been keeping him busy lately. I really have, and he's really been helpful. So big up to you, Jack. But yeah, please do go and make the thumbnail. I would appreciate that. Looks better. Oh, that's good then. That's good. That looks better. I didn't know if it was too bright. I don't know if I've got the right. Anyway, let's have a look. You want in the background editing? I can lower the text. What on this background you mean that you've done as well? I don't know what you mean. Lower the text on what? I know, but like I feel really guilty a lot of the time because it's like, there has been a lot of stuff that obviously with this January window as well, there's so much more demand on the videos and there's a lot more to talk about and there's a lot more videos that I'm doing. And because I'm doing videos like literally Monday to Friday, even Saturday, some weeks, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I appreciate that you're doing 6 graphics a week for me at times, and minimum 5. So you're doing a lot for me, mate. What on this background that I've got on the transfer news background? I don't know what you mean. I can see it clearly. Oh yeah, right. I was gonna say yeah. So Jack, if you don't mind doing a thumbnail for the Cameron Humphreys transfer, I would appreciate that, mate, as well. Um, I mean, really, I should do a video tonight because it's just happened, but I might just do a video in the morning about that because by the time we come off here, I'm going to be anyway. Right. So Leo Castledine looks like he is pretty much gone, and Middlesbrough will be his destination will be Middlesbrough. So even further north than us. But yeah, really, really gutted and upset about that, to be honest with you. Well, I was wrong. I said time won't sign anyone before end of January. You did, to be fair. And Wayne, we've already signed another player today as well, and we're going to get into that in a moment. So I don't know if you've missed it. Paul says we have Humphreys to replace Castledine, and Will Alves is back in the team, so he could replace Wiles, and no sign of McGuane yet. Yeah, big up to you, Paul. Yeah, I mean, it does look like Humphreys is the replacement for Castledine, and I would also get Will Alves in this team as well because I'm sorry, Alves can. I really believe in Alves. What we've seen in him, before he got injured, he was really starting to come in his element before he got injured, and I do believe in him, and I do believe that if this manager decides to play him, because the past 2 games he's not even bothered to bring him off the bench, despite him being on the bench, absolutely ludicrous. But yeah, so I don't trust this manager to do the right thing anyway. But yeah, I mean, look, Wiles, yeah, and McGuane. I mean, we might as well just rip up his contract now, to be honest with you, because what a waste of what a waste of time he is. What a waste of time signing him in the first place. But yes, now up next, so Leo is out the door, and we unfortunately have to say goodbye. And let's see what Humphreys can do, which we will get into in a moment. I will kind of touch upon it on base, but obviously because I've just come online, I haven't really actually prepared anything to say about this signing particularly. So we kind of just touch base with it a bit later on. Now, up next, we have actually got the confirmation that Ben Wiles has officially moved as well. Now, he obviously he's completed his move to MK Dons. And yes, I did do a video on that earlier on today because look, it was pretty much set to happen. It was just a matter of if. It was just not a matter of when, not if. So I did a video earlier on about that. But yeah, I'm good. I'm glad to see him go. To be honest with you, a lot of Town fans out there are feeling the same way from what I've seen online. I think this guy, when the going got tough, He was never there to to help us. When the going got tough, he went missing, and he was too inconsistent as well. So yeah, now let me just what is up next? Yeah, so we signed two players today, and the first player, of course, so many tabs open at the moment, guys. I'm absolutely, I mean, but look, um, obviously we did sign this guy Jack Alnwick on a permanent deal from Cardiff for an undisclosed fee. The 32-year-old goalkeeper has racked up 316 professional appearances across his career. And yeah, obviously he signed on an 18-month contract. And that has seen also linking on to that, Owen Goodman has departed. I did obviously do a story on that. I've already did the video on that. I think it was last week, wasn't it? Saying that he was more or less going back. He was definitely going to be recalled. It was just, I don't know, really know. I think they were coming to an agreement, weren't they, in terms of ending the loan. But yeah, so this guy, I mean, kind of react to this signing. What I will say is that I don't know what you guys think out there, but for me, kind of somebody that doesn't really inspire. If I'm being honest, I think he's a keeper that's going to just be number two. He's not going to challenge Nichols for number one spot. I don't really think he's that great. I haven't seen much of him, but from what I've seen, I know, like I said, I haven't really seen much of him, so I can't really say too much about this guy because I haven't seen him play that much. But what I will say is that his stats don't really look that great over the past year or so. Now, let me just get this up for you guys now as well, because I did, obviously, Aidan sent me this earlier on as well. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, if you look at this, 7 clean sheets in 26 matches a couple of seasons back, and then last season he kept 6 clean sheets in 31 matches. So, I mean, I already know if you can take too much into this or read too much into this, but if Goodman was going back, then we should have got somebody that was going to be able to challenge Nichols for number one, because I don't think Nichols has got that number one jersey, because I don't think he cemented it. He still looks quite shaky. Still, there's a mistake in him, and no, he hasn't cemented that jersey as far as I'm concerned. Look, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, guys, and I hope I am wrong. But I don't know. I don't really know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, but I'm a bit 50-50 with this, to be honest with you. Yeah, all right, no worries. I think we'll have to just kind of put something like, right, I'll have to send it you after this, to be honest with you, if that's all right. As I thought Wiles was playing when I thought Wiles was playing when I go. I don't know what you mean. Oh, I mean, I did not know Wiles was playing when I went to Seatown. Yeah, look, far too many times Wiles is a player that was just dipping in and out of games, playing hide and seek out there on the pitch. And yeah, I think it was just a complete waste of a signing. The eyes don't lie to you. Yeah, we did. He was just a ghost. I referred to him as Mr. Ghost, because literally that's what he was for the majority of the time he was out on the pitch. And I've never really been his biggest fan, admittedly, but I still would have been fair if he was doing good things out there. But yeah, just went missing too much. So not a big loss to see him go, to be honest with you, at all. The only thing is, be interested to see how much money we actually got for Wiles, because obviously his contract were out this summer, and so we probably didn't get that much for him, considering we paid the money we did, a seven-figure sum for this guy for Wiles. Unbelievable. Cardiff fans rave. The thing is, though, yeah, like it's very, very hard to. I mean, to be fair, look, obviously, I'm pretty sure that Cardiff fans will be honest in that, but sometimes you do kind of get that where fans do kind of defend a player that might have been there a while, and can you really take too much into that, read too much into that? Because some, you know what I mean. So I don't know. Maybe then, maybe I could be wrong. I just don't really think it's that inspiring, this signing. But yeah, I mean, that's fine. Jack has played 67 games for Port Vale and St Mirren and 57 for Cardiff. Yeah, I mean, he's been around, and he obviously he's experienced. I mean, he's certainly not a future goalkeeper for us because of his age. An 18-month contract as well. I mean, come on. If we're giving an 18-month contract, you may as well have given him a 12-month, to be honest, because I don't really see the benefit of an 18-month contract. You know, see how he does for the first year. And then we could have had a kind of a year extension if he did well in that in this first year. So I don't know, but no, 18-month contract he signed on the dotted line, and I think it was pretty evident that Goodman was heading back, and we didn't really know what was happening with Chapman. Would he have come into this? But clearly, Chapman isn't favoured, and clearly Chapman's future is away from this football club, and he is one of those, to be honest. Now, I do want to go to a few quotes as well that Jack said as well. His first words as a Town player. We just scroll down now to the quotes. Here we are. He said, "This is a massive club, and the opportunity was one that really excited me when the discussions first started. I've known Lee Nichols for a long time and look forward to working alongside him again on a regular basis. I didn't know he knew Lee Nichols, to be honest with you, but fair play. And I know how highly thought of Chris Elliott is too. So that's another challenge that appealed to me." He then wants to say, "The ambitions of the club aren't a secret. And having played at big clubs before and experienced that pressure is something I've always enjoyed being a part of. With both League One and the Virtual Trophy competing, there'll be plenty of opportunities. And my job is to be ready when needed and contribute to the team in what we all hope is going to be a successful second half of the season for us all." So yeah, a few quotes there from the man himself. And yeah, look, I'm not writing this guy off, by the way, in any stretch of the imagination. I do give every player that comes through this door a chance, but I just think on face value, did it really excite me when we heard this news today? No, it didn't really. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. Kind of reminded me of Chris Maxwell. Yeah, a little bit like the Chris Maxwell kind of situation for sure. But you know, it is what it is. But look, make sure you are smashing that like button for me, subscribing to the channel if you are new, and get your comments in regarding this signing and anything else you want to discuss. We've already gone through the Leo Castledine situation, obviously heading to Middlesbrough after the deal was agreed there. And Ben Wiles has completed his move. And then we do go to, obviously, Owen Goodman, who, as expected, has now been recalled back to Crystal Palace. So he might be looking to go out on loan again somewhere. But anyway, it doesn't really matter where he goes at this point, to be honest with you. But look, obviously, we know Goodman did join us in the summer from Crystal Palace, and we was hoping. I think there was a lot of excitement about this guy when he came in. I certainly was one of those that was quite excited by it because we saw what he did at Wimbledon, and I just think to myself, yeah, feels like we're getting a really, really good player. I did watch him in one of the playoff games for Wimbledon last season as well, and I was impressed by him. Now, I really think that, but now obviously in this kind of situation here, he came in, and I just think that game at Barnsley, he never recovered from that. Unfortunately, the game where he got sent off, made mistakes, and yeah, I just don't think he ever recovered. And that's it. I don't think he's a particularly. I don't think he's a bad. I think he's certainly a good goalkeeper in there, but I just don't think it worked out here ultimately. And I just think that having that mistake so early on when he first came in, I just think it really, really rocked him, and he just didn't recover from it. In and out of the side, got another chance. Was looking very shaky still. So no, he just didn't look good. So yeah, it's a shame. I don't really particularly think that it helped him that we play the football we do with overplaying from the back, because I just don't think Goodman's comfortable with that. Yes, you can look at all of his other the attributes you need as a goalkeeper, and he really was shaking those departments as well. Commanding his area at time, claiming that ball with real confidence. Didn't have it, and in his decision making as well. Coming out of goal against Barnsley when he didn't need to do that, and then ended up taking out the Barnsley man and getting sent off for it. So yeah, he just didn't look good at all. So let me know your thoughts. I mean, we kind of expected him to win this one, really, to be honest with you. So it's not really a big surprise. But yeah, so Owen Goodman has gone back to Palace. Question is, who will decide on these new transfers, Lee Grant or Chris Markham? Look, I mean, your guess is as good as mine, Paul, to be honest with you, because I just don't know. I don't know what's going on inside this. Nobody knows. I just think there's a lot of people thinking they know best. Lee Grant thinks he knows best. Chris Markham's probably thinking he knows best. They've got Edwards putting his nose in it as well. I don't know. Nagel there as well, just allowing it all to happen in terms of people just interfering with each other's jobs. I don't know, but it is an interesting question, Paul, but I can't answer it, unfortunately, because I just see it as complete chaos in that boardroom at the moment. People in there that shouldn't be here. They should not be. I mean, look, this Chris Markham's come in, and I mean, we'll see how he does in this window. See, if he is in control of these transfers, if he is the one that's had a big say in them. We'll see how the transfers develop. And obviously, we've signed 2 now, so we'll see how these do. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of covered the Ben Wiles one. So as I guess we go into the final piece of news, and that is literally the signing that we've just made. It's actually a loan. It's a loan. I'm just looking at it now, guys. I've not seen any of this because it obviously was announced when it went live. Let me get the screen up now and share. Yeah, so it's a loan deal. Huddersfield Town announced loan signing of Cameron Humphreys until the end of the season from Ipswich Town. Now, his qualities include being a box-to-box midfielder. He's versatile as well, which has allowed him to operate in a number of midfield roles, which, look, that's music to our ears because look how weak our midfield is. And yeah, so it's good that he can play in multiple positions. 22 years of age then. Obviously, he enjoyed back-to-back promotions from the Championship and League One with his parent side, working with League One in Ipswich. Spent last season on loan with Wycombe. I remember him as well from last season. Weren't we linked to this guy before Wycombe got him, actually? Sure we were. I'm sure I remember doing something on him last year, sorry. Yeah, pretty certain I did. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, he was at Wickham. Played 50 times in total. 42 of those came in the league. 7 goals. He got 6 assists as well. Named their Player of the Year, Young Player of the Year. And yeah, obviously it seems like his record at this level, like this article saying, it's quite a good one, to be honest with you. Scored 9 times and assisted 8 more in 61 appearances from central midfield. And so yeah, look, it's a loan deal. I mean, it would have potentially may have been nice to kind of maybe sign this guy on face value at it, but maybe could potentially happen at the end of the season, because he won't be getting a look in at Ipswich anytime soon, probably, to really. But look, his first words as a Huddersfield player. I'm going to cover this story again tomorrow, because I want to do a separate video on it, but because I haven't even put him in the title or anything, so I'll have to do another video tomorrow about this, and I'll probably have more of a clear mindset into what I think about the signing. But it looks good. First impressions looks really, really good. Let's see what he can do. But look, his first words is looking for the right opportunity during this transfer window to find an ambitious side to join for the second half of the season. It was immediately clear that Huddersfield Town was the perfect option for me. A huge club with a long history and great fans. I'm honoured to have the opportunity to pull this shirt. Working with manager Lee Grant again was obviously a huge appeal too. Right, that won't go down very well around these ways. With the way he wants to play football, I mean, each to their own, but I don't agree with this overplaying out from the back, but fair enough. And the desire of the team this season are all really exciting for me. This is a difficult league with lots of challenges within it, but I know what it takes to succeed, and would love nothing more to have than to have that experience again. We have a really strong squad, and the infrastructure and the facilities here are top class. So it reminds me a lot of Ipswich Town in many ways, with both teams sharing similar ambitions. So yeah, look, this guy's coming. Cameron Humphreys on a loan deal until the end of the season from Ipswich Town. So let's see how he gets on. But like I said, I will obviously share my thoughts in more clear detail in the video tomorrow morning. So do make sure you do stay tuned for that one. It will be worth watching. I will put some extra information in there. We'll put some extra thoughts in there. It won't be the same kind of coverage of what we've kind of just recapped, what we've kind of touched base with in this video, in this live show. Paul says, going on my comment when we didn't have a spoiler, it was Grant asking for the players what he wanted. Yeah, I mean, look, I know that Grant did have a big say in the summer recruitment. Obviously we already know that, but like that was when we didn't have a sporting director. So Grant was having to do both jobs. So Grant was obviously looking at players and he was having the big say. Now we've got a sporting director in. Will that change? Will that mean that Chris Markham will be looking at players and then kind of allowing Grant to have a look at them and seeing which one he wants to bring in? I don't know. But yeah, it's one of those. I think the whole point of having a sporting director is to help with signings and to help with the recruitment. So yeah, I think Markham probably would have had some say in the signings that we've made today. Hello to you, Suna. You say, hey, Ryan. Hey, hello. How are you doing? What are you making of all this busy window so far, isn't it, mate? Obviously, we've had a busy day as well, in fact, in terms of transfers in and out. I know it's been busy the past couple of days, to be honest with you. I've not been able to keep up. But yeah, let me know what you make of it all, mate. Castledine going to Middlesbrough, by the looks of it. All but done. Wiles going to MK Dons. Jack Alnwick coming in as our number 2 goalkeeper to start with. And then this guy, Cameron Humphreys, coming in. And then Goodman's gone back, hasn't he? So let me know your thoughts down below. 25 of you in here right now. Big up to you all. Hopefully you are enjoying the show. Make sure you smash the likes, subscribe to the channel if you are new around these ways. Consistent content every single Monday to Friday, and even additional streams on Saturday. The consistency, I will keep that promise to you moving forward. And yes, I really appreciate you being here with me this evening. Now, let's have a look at the likes on this video. Come on, 24 of you, 25 of you in here right now. Only 10 likes. It is free to click that like button. So please, guys, it helps the channel. And yeah, please do click the like button if you haven't already. If you've just come in, I would appreciate it. Another Paul Atkinson says, hello, Ryan, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well, Paul. Hope you're all doing well, and good to see you. And yeah, let me know what you make of the transfer activity, ins and outs. And yeah, let me know. But I don't really think there's anything else to kind of touch base with. I mean, I thought I'd just kind of come on here with you guys and engage and see what you guys had to say as well on this. And like I said, I do like these live shows because it does allow me to be a bit more engaging with you all. And I know quite a few of you out there do like the live shows as well. And I hope you like the videos as well too. But I think you do like the live shows as well. So I like to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, it's one of those. We are going to wrap up in a moment then because we've kind of covered anything, unless everybody's got any more contributions. Stuart says, very disappointed with Castledine to Boro, but I guess we couldn't control that. Great lad, he'll become a star. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm the same. I am very disappointed. Look, this guy got 12 goals in all competitions for us. He was scoring every week. Even if he didn't score, he was involved in the goals, the attacks that we going forward. He was always involved in some way. So yeah, it's going to be a big loss. But hopefully, Humphreys, hopefully Alves, now he's back as well. In that midfield, can we start to see some good things in that midfield? Because we're just desperate to get better quality in that midfield. I just look at it and I just think to myself, how long has this midfield been a problem in terms of players that can dictate the play, get the foot on the ball and control the game? And then you need that creativity in that midfield as well as somebody that can put the foot on the ball and, make that pass through. So, yeah, I mean, look, we couldn't control it. Like you said, it's a loan. It was a loan deal, obviously. So it's one of those things. I do think that I don't know if you was here earlier, but I do think that Chelsea could have quite easily said, no, we want to keep him with you guys for the rest of the season. And that's fine. But they've decided to recall him and sell him. So I don't know if that could potentially impact the relationship with Chelsea going forward. We know how many loan players we've got in the past from them and how good they've been to us. So I don't know, but we'll see. But I do think it's kind of tarnished it a little bit in terms of, them allowing us to have players of theirs with this situation with Leo. I just think it has kind of tarnished it a little bit. How that relationship possibly. Up the town, indeed, up the town. Maybe you should have the opposition view of the incoming signings with a few comments from fans, thoughts on the play with some comments on social media. Yeah, I mean, yeah, look, I'm always looking to improve and I'm always looking to kind of, do things like this as well. So yeah, no, I'll certainly put, take this into consideration. I will obviously have a look. Obviously with the video, with me trying to get this video out in the morning, I'm hopefully somebody can kind of record something for me for an opposition fan. Wickham or Ipswich fans potentially who could help me out. I'll have a look, see who I've got, but I don't know if I know any Wickham or Ipswich fans on my contact list, but we'll see. And then yeah, I mean, I could certainly get some comments up on the screen from social media as well. that's the nice little added on extra in tomorrow's video. So it's not obviously, I know I've covered the story tonight a little bit, but at least we're going to get some new things in the video tomorrow. So yeah, I'll do that as well. So big up to you, Adam. Thank you for that. Very happy with Wiles the Dons. He never looked bothered at all. Yeah, his attitude was appalling, wasn't it? I just think on Saturday, I just thought he came on and I thought to myself, you don't even want to be, your head's checked out of this place. And I don't think his attitude, not just on Saturday, his attitude has been poor for quite a while, to be honest with you. And I've not been his biggest fan. He just goes missing far too often. So yeah, anyway, he's history. Humphries is a great signing. Looks like a good creative box-to-box midfielder. Yeah, he does. Exactly what we need. That box-to-box midfielder as well, innit? So hopefully he's good for us. I'm excited to see him play. Brad says every game this season there's been one in the middle of the pitch. Anyone else noticed how the ball goes to the middle and opposition team not only win the ball but have loads and loads of space? Yeah, I mean that's the problem, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like opposition could just literally run through the midfield and without any issues. And it's like so weak. Yeah, it's been an issue for ages now. We haven't addressed it. The people, the men in suits haven't addressed this. Haven't addressed this in how many years? You know what I mean? It's just pathetic, really. But I agree. Always loads of space in that midfield for the opposition to just do what they like with it and run through the midfield if they like as well. Because you ain't going to get tackled from some of these players because they seem to just skip around the players and don't bother getting a foot in. I'm talking about Mr. Skippy in the middle that supposedly is our captain. Supposedly, a player that when we brought him in, I thought we were going to see good things from him. I thought he was a good player. But no, being completely and utterly a shambles, that signing in the summer. And no leader. I don't really see what Ledson offers us in that midfield other than a few good tackles here and there, but nowhere near enough. Just skips around the players like and don't bother getting tackles in. No, not good enough. And he's not a leader. He's as quiet as a mouse. So yeah, I agree, Brad. Absolutely, if he stayed, his market value could have gone. Exactly. His market value could have gone up Castledine. So I'm sorry. Chelsea have kind of let us down a little bit here with this. Hello to you, Darren. He says, yes, Ryan, you good, mate. Big up. Yes, I'm doing all right. Thank you. How are you? Good to see you in the chat. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat before. Is this a new? You might be. Are you new to the channel, mate? Because I don't think I don't think I recognise that name unless you've changed your name on here. Guys, I'm checking the likes because we can't be slacking here around these ways. 27 of you in here right now, 13 likes. Guys, if you haven't liked this video, make sure you do. I really do appreciate it. And it does go a long way to getting the video out there. So yes, big up to you. Let's have a look. Cameron, League One Player of the Year last season. He's going to be brilliant. Yeah, that's it. He knows this league and he's ready to come in. He doesn't, and he's ready to hit the ground running. I don't know how much football he's played recently. I don't know if anybody else out there knows, but I'm going to have a look at a bit more into. We're going to look a bit more into this after the live show because obviously this news broke as I just went live. So yeah, I'll have a look and see how much football he's played as well. But look, he knows the league, you know what I mean, and he's ready to come in and make a difference. And hopefully we see what we saw from him last season at Wickham, and he makes a big contribution from now on in the season. So let's see. Is the ring light making it better? I don't know what you're referring to. Adam, I can't remember what I said now. Gosh, the chat is popping this evening. Big up to you all. Brad says needs someone with an attitude like Moy, defensively getting back and normally win the ball in the middle and have the quality to pass a great ball to attack or make a run himself and open teams up. Yeah, so you need that box-to-box midfielder in effect. And apparently this guy is exactly that. You know what I mean? He does have the ability to get back and help out, you know what I mean? But also great going forward. Gets goals, gets assists. He's got the all-round game that you want from a midfielder in there. So yeah, I agree. And look, Moy, I mean, he was just the best player I've seen down here. Honestly, he was just a joy to watch, Aaron Moy. So yeah, anyways, I agree. Chelsea are known for ditching players. Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, they're known for putting these younger players on long contracts and then just constantly loaning them out as well. So they're a bit of both really. And then they, like you say, they do end up just getting rid of them in the end anyway. So it's just like, yeah, don't really know what's going on around here. I'm at fault, mate. I just like big up, Darren. I don't know how to say your name. The real. I'm gonna call you the real because you seem like a real one. Anyways, moving swiftly on. Wayne says, "Do you think we'll see more players coming for in January?" Look, for me, Wayne. I mean, that's nothing, isn't it? I mean, which areas of the pitch do you guys think we need strengthening at this current moment in time? Because I've kind of been thinking about it. I haven't even done. I said I was going to do a video on this, by the way, of where I think we should strengthen, and maybe that is an idea that I can still go ahead with. But yeah, I still think we're a bit, certainly at the moment, potentially in defence. I think we are a little bit short. Rowan's been having to fill in at centre back, one of the three centre backs, because we've got nobody else. So I don't know what we're going to do now. He's out. Although Joe Lowe hopefully will be back, so we'll be all right. But we still need cover. I still think that left-hand side at times, that depending on what format, we tend to go with the wing backs, don't we, at the moment? So that left-hand side is weak. That left wing back, I feel like we need another left wing back, in my opinion. And I still think we need another midfielder because I just don't. I mean, to be fair, Alves has come back in now, so hopefully he can stay fit. So he's another extra player that we didn't have recently. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about in terms of players. Where do you think we need to strengthen the most now? After obviously we've signed, obviously Humphreys, we've got a goalkeeper. We've got another goalkeeper in now, and Goodman's gone back. So where do you think we need to strengthen at this current moment? Let me know. We definitely need two more at least. I said, yeah. I still think we need a couple more. Like I do agree with Brad. So Wayne, I do think we do. The answer to your question, yes, I do. I didn't even answer your question, but you could get the gist of what I was saying. We need a couple more in for me. We need a creative 10 to replace Castledine if we're serious about promotions. I mean, the thing is, yeah, obviously Humphreys. I think Castledine reminded me a little bit box to box because Castledine did used to get back as well, you know me, and help out. So I do think Castledine had a bit of a box to box element to his game. But yeah, I mean, do we need another creative 10 in there? Because we've got Alves, remember? Don't forget Alves. Alves can create for you. I believe in him. And also, Humphreys is in. So we've got a couple of creative players there. I mean, if we could do with another one, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Real says, I'd be on for Luke Connell from Barnsley, decent CDM, who was linked in the summer too. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we are lacking in that CDM area, aren't we, to be honest with you? Now, I do think that Ledson has to come out of the team now. But unfortunately, because we haven't got many options, he's having to play a little bit more than we'd like. But yeah, Luke O'Connell's a good shout, to be fair, player there that you put in the mix. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. In defence, I'd take Casey from Blackpool. Solid unit. Yeah, I mean, obviously, can't really think to mind about him, mate. But yeah, I mean, this guy, if I take your word for it, if he's a solid unit, then we need some more reinforcements at the back. I mean, to be fair, we have got Feeney. I mean, a lot of people out there are saying Feeney isn't that great at the back. There's a mistake in him. Looks a bit nervous at times. So, but I go back to it. I just think the way this manager is setting up this team, I don't think it's helping many of these players, to be honest with you. Feeney doesn't want to be, passing out from the back. He wants to and he wants to have that freedom to step up the pitch. But unfortunately, a lot of the time with our team at the moment, backs against the walls. Mr. Negative on the sidelines, giving out negative instructions. Sit back in games. No, not acceptable. Lamine Fan, central midfielder from Luton, would be a good sign. Or Amari Kellyman from Cardiff, attacking midfielder. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, I suppose we have to look at what we've got now and look, where do we need to strengthen the most at this present moment? For me, we do lack that defensive kind of midfielder that's got something about him. I mean, look, Harness has done well this season for us, in that new found position that we've put him in now. But I still think in the games against the better opposition, I do think he looks a little bit off it. And Ledson, I'm sorry, but I just can't with this guy anymore. I just think it's just another bad misjudgment bringing him in because I don't know what he offers, and we're in January. He came in the summer. What does Ledson offer in this side? I don't see what he offers. That's a problem when you can't tell what a so-called leader and a so-called guy that was going to upgrade the midfield when we brought him in the summer. Nah, he hadn't upgraded it one bit, so not good enough at all. Big up to everybody that is tuning in at the moment. But look, I think we're going to kind of wrap it up there, to be honest. I think I've kind of covered what I want to say in this video, and you guys out there have really been engaging with me this evening as well. So big up to you all. Let's have a look at the likes, because I am keeping an eye on these likes because we have to keep pushing. 14 likes still. 18 of you in here. 4 of you at least have not liked this video. So come on, it is free. And it helps the video get out there. John says, we need a manager who can manage them. We need to bring a midfielder and somebody to play in Miller's place because he's always injured. Yeah, I said that left-hand side is a problem. Nobody. I don't like that left-hand side at the moment because Ruskin just doesn't look at it. I know Rowan's been playing at left wing back as well when he didn't have to cover in the central centre back area. And then we've had Sorensen playing there. Sorensen, I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. A, he looks uncomfortable on that left hand side, and B, I don't really think he's that great either. I don't think he hasn't got that defensive capability. He's great going forward, but defensively, a wing back needs to be able to get back and do his defensive duties. And ultimately, Sorensen, he just isn't. He just isn't it. May should be our captain. Soon says, yeah, no, I do agree. I do agree. I think May definitely is captain material and certainly leads by example out there on the pitch, doesn't he, when he plays? He does. You know what I mean? You can see him, talking to his teammates. You know what I mean? And good communicator in that. So yeah, no, I think he would be a good shout. Brad says, don't rate Harness. Defensively, he's too soft and doesn't go in for 50-50s. Fair enough. I mean, that's fair enough. He's good attacking, but needs someone with him or 2 more players to offer the defensive role behind him while he's in attack. Yeah, to be fair, mate, I actually understand where you're coming from here, because I think it was on the most recent game, wasn't it, that we had. Look, every day feels the same to me. I mean, who did we play last week? Oh, it was Exeter, wasn't it? Was it Exeter? Yeah, it was Exeter, yeah. Blimey. I'm just not with it at all. Yeah, he was backing out of challenges, I think, in this game. Although I don't think he started the game, did he? Anyway, I think there were the last couple of games I have seen him back out of challenges. That's where I'm going with those 50-50s. You can't do that in the centre if you're in that centre of the midfield. You have to get a foot in. You can't be scared, because you need to be winning those duels in the middle of the park. I feel like the midfield is a key component of winning the football game. That's what I've always said. And if you win that back in the midfield, then you've got a good chance of winning that game, winning the game. So, you know what I mean? But yeah, look, you're coming out with all these fantastic, tactical. Yeah, I mean, you sound like a manager, mate. I mean, yeah, maybe you should get on the touchline. But yeah, you're spot on. Facts. Speaking facts. Unlikely about how. I don't know what you, Leo Castledine. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Bradford should get on the touchline. I'll sort them out. Give me a grand a week. I'll sort them out. Finish top by the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, look, at this point, I mean, look, everybody out there is not convinced by this manager. I think it's fair to say, and he's been found wanting on so many occasions, Grant. And yeah, I'm at that point now where I just think that anybody could do a better job than this guy's doing right now. At least, with anybody else, would actually get out there and actually go for games. Winning mentality, not a serial loser like this guy is, sitting back at 45 minutes at home against Exeter and then end up blowing the lead. Nah, not on, not acceptable. And then being found wanting against the better sides. The Lincoln game was there for the taking. We've lost to many sides that are above. I think we've won like one game in the top 8 in the division. We've won one game. Not good enough. And we've lost all the other games because of this manager and this reserved kind of approach, this reserved approach that he's got. Absolutely rubbish. So no, he's taking us nowhere, this manager. So yeah, maybe you should put your CV. The thing is, Brad, yeah, do you talk well in interviews? Because if you talk well in interviews, you may as well just hand your CV in down to the club. And if you talk well in an interview, you'll get the job anyway. So that's all you need to be a Huddersfield Town manager. Interview speak very well. You've got the job. Don't matter how good you are as a coach. What an absolute shambles. Adam says Harness needs to do more. Castledine has gone. Yeah. But the thing is, like, where do we operate? If Harness isn't the option in that CDM position, then where does he play? Does he play in a more advanced role? So another option in that kind of creative kind of 10 kind of role, because I think he is too soft for being a CDM, from what we've seen. Even though he's done well at times, but I think we've noticed it recently how he does back out of challenges. So no, not gonna work in that position if he ain't gonna be able to get those tackles in and break up play and get the foot on the ball and win his duels. So, but yeah, I agree. He does need to do more. I must admit, I missed Carlos as our manager years ago. Yeah, it did kind of end sour with him, didn't it? And I kind of had a little bit of a snaky kind of vibe to it towards the end when he was. Because what he did was he left us in the lurch, didn't he? He knew he wasn't really sure if he was going to stay beyond the season, and then he waited all summer and then decided to leave us right at the end. He left us in absolute mayhem. It was chaos down there. He left us in chaos. So yeah, if you're going to go, then go at the start of the window. Don't go at the end. I'm going to go now after my piece. No worries, Brad. Well, we're going to wrap up now anyway, to be honest with you. But look, guys, thank you very, very much for watching this. And I really appreciate all the engagement. You guys have been fantastic as always in the chat. You've been making some really good contributions. So thank you so much for being here with me. And hopefully you enjoyed the show. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and become a member of the channel if you are able to do so. And you will get access to Huddersfield Town emotes. All those buttons you need are down below on these videos. So yeah, make sure you do go and show your support. And also go and watch back the videos that you may have missed today. I did release some videos today. And I also been very, very busy all week with content for you guys. So do go and show your support on those ones as well that you may have missed this week as well. Let's keep getting those numbers up on the videos and things and engagements and stuff. So yeah, but content coming up. I will be doing the preview to the Stockport game tomorrow night. So do join me from 6 o'clock. And then I will be doing I'll be doing a watch along for the game as well on Saturday lunchtime. So do join me for that. So, and then I will be putting a video out. I'll be doing a video reacting to the Cameron Humphreys signing as well tomorrow morning. So I'll get out by lunchtime at least for you guys. So yes, plenty more to enjoy. Hopefully, you guys stick with me and keep enjoying the content. And yeah, but until next time, take care. And this has been another Transfer Roundup show. More to come throughout the January months as I keep you up to date and share my reactions and get your reactions as well out there to the goings on at the club. But guys, thank you very much. Have a good rest of the evening. I will see you all back here tomorrow, hopefully. And yeah, anyway, take care. And as always, up the town. See you soon, guys. I always do this. I never get my outro ready. Right. See you later, guys. Thank you for your support. Take care now.